We've heard from the president's economic advisor, Austin Goolsbee, about today's CEO summit. So now let's bring back our panel. Gary Kay, let's start with you. Are you optimistic the message got through?
Look, I hope so. I believe this president has been, his anti-business rhetoric over the last 2 years really hurts. But here's the problem. You can have all the meetings you want. And I noticed some of these CEOs are his best buddies who were on his campaign.
Others aren't, though. Cisco, for example, Odolini of Intel,
True.
They're not his best buddies.
True. But look, it all comes down to policy. I still remember back when Reagan took over. He took interest taxes from 70s down to 28 and unleashed this economy. If he would come up with some pro-growth policies and start talking great about our businesses, which they are, I think things can change to the better.
You know,
I am hoping we see that.
Hold on a second, Gary. James, I just heard Austin Goolsbee say we should lower tax rates across the board and lower corporate rates. That sounded like a Republican talking.
Yeah, I didn't get optimistic when I saw the statements the White House put out about green jobs and all this kind of stuff. But hearing your interview with Goolsbee, I'm really getting fired up. He brought up this idea of lowering corporate tax rates, as he said, second highest in the world to Japan and the highest in a lot of states when you throw the state rate on top. So I think that was
if he follows through. If he follows through with action on that, that could be significant.
Absolutely, and I think just as a priority item for him to say this is what the president's thinking about now. You know, he has a meeting with the CEO of GE. I mean, who knows? You know, maybe they're bringing up parochial issues, but if that's the message that Goolsbee is bringing out of this, I think that there couldn't be better news for the economy.
Hyder, you know, Gary Kay said, Gary Kalpom said, my goodness, you know, this anti-business 2 years of bashing, yet. Today, I see statistics that say that corporate profits are besting the records that they had back in 2006. Businesses aren't doing so badly these days, are they? And clearly something's working better. And now when you see this type of CEO summit and you hear what Austin Goolsbee said, are things going to really start to look better?
Look, I think today was a very positive move. It's all about creating certainty. Today, we're seeing some certainty maybe on the tax front. We're seeing some certainty with the administration talking to business leaders about regulation. And you know, businesses cannot invest and buy other businesses, which obviously is important to our business, without knowing what the rules are. It's all about establishing the rules. What's the tax rate going to be? What are the regulations going to be? And what the specific rate is almost less important than just having the certainty of knowing what the rules are.
So, Todd, if we have better certainty, if we have lower corporate rates and maybe lower rates across the board, as Austin Goolsbee was just saying, could 2011 be a banner year?
It could get really exciting down here, David. I mean, it was great hearing Austin talk about lowering rates because, you know, that is very stimulative. That will get our economy going. That'll get us over $15–16 trillion economy so we actually have a tax base so we can get rid of that budget deficit. So if Austin Goolsbee is true, then maybe we'll see Bernie Sanders filibustering the president again, and that would be a great sign. The only senator.
Francis, let's get your thought on this. Better times ahead, starting with this event today.
Oh, I think it's possible now. I think he's really starting to listen, and he doesn't want to leave a legacy of America losing its superpower. He's going to stop pushing bureaucracy and start pushing production, which is the only way to get out of this. I would have liked to see somebody for the small businesses in the committee there. If they get lost, we have no hope. This is the beginning. I think we now need to unlock the credit markets and get the consumerism up, but this is a positive start for sure.
All right, thanks to our Bulls and Bears panel.
You heard his incredible story here on Bulls and Bears yesterday.
And the man who knew Bernie Madoff in prison has even more to say. Stay tuned for that coming next.